What are the worst closing argument mistakes in court? Imagine standing before a jury, trying to seal your case, but stumbling over mistakes that could cost your client dearly. Closing arguments are your final chance to persuade, so knowing what not to do is just as important as knowing what to do. One of the biggest errors is when lawyers talk about their personal opinions instead of sticking to the evidence. Saying things like, "I believe my client is innocent," can seem unprofessional because the jury's job is to decide based on facts, not beliefs. It's better to highlight how the evidence supports your case instead of personal feelings. Another common mistake is not engaging the jury properly. If you avoid eye contact or speak to the courtroom walls instead of the jurors, you might seem unsure or untrustworthy. Making eye contact helps build a connection and makes your argument more convincing. Arguing outside the record is a serious error. This means bringing up facts or evidence that were not shown during the trial. For example, suggesting reasons for a defendant's actions that were never discussed or showing physical evidence that was not admitted can lead to objections or even a mistrial. Always stick to what was actually presented. Ignoring bad facts or weak witnesses can also hurt your case. If there are unfavorable facts or unreliable witnesses, pretending they don't exist can damage your credibility. Instead, acknowledge these issues and explain them in a way that still favors your client. Making improper emotional appeals is another mistake. While it's okay to persuade, asking jurors to put themselves in the party's shoes or sharing unrelated personal stories crosses the line. Such tactics can lead to objections and even reversals if the judge finds misconduct. Lastly, a poorly organized closing argument can leave jurors confused. If your summary is scattered or lacks a clear narrative, your message gets lost. A good closing ties together the evidence logically, highlights key points, and clearly states why the jury should decide in your favor. To avoid these pitfalls, always base your arguments on the trial record and evidence. Prepare a clear story that emphasizes strengths and addresses weaknesses honestly. Maintain eye contact and speak directly to the jury. Remember, legal rules are there to guide you, so follow them carefully to prevent errors that could undo your case. By steering clear of these mistakes, you can craft closing arguments that truly persuade and uphold the fairness of the courtroom process.